In a world that never stops moving, where chess seems to be the only constant, how do we find peace? How do we quiet the noise? Both outside and within? These questions are as old as humanity itself. And over 2,500 years ago, a man named Siddhartha Gautama, the Buddha, offered timeless wisdom that still resonates today. His teachings weren't about escaping the world, but about finding peace right in the midst of it. So, let's explore how the insights of the Buddha can guide us toward tranquility in our modern, chaotic lives. Let's face it, our world is chaotic. We're constantly bombarded with information, deadlines, and expectations. The noise is everywhere. But here's the truth: peace isn't about changing the world around us. It's about changing how we relate to it. And this is where the Buddha's teachings shine. Before we dive into the solutions, let's understand the problem. The Buddha called it dukkha, often translated as suffering. But it's more than that. It's the unease, the dissatisfaction, the stress that comes from living in a world of constant change. Think about it: we chase success, relationships, and material things, hoping they'll bring us peace. But even when we get them, the peace is fleeting. Why? Because everything in life is impermanent. The Buddha taught that understanding impermanence is the first step toward peace. When we accept that nothing lasts forever, not our problems, not our joys, we can stop clinging so tightly. This doesn't mean we stop caring. It means we stop expecting life to be static. And in that acceptance, we find freedom, the power of mindfulness. So how do we start? The Buddha's first insight is this: peace begins within. It's easy to blame the world for our stress. But the Buddha taught that our suffering often comes from our own minds, our attachments, our desires, and our resistance to what is. To find peace, we must start by looking inward. Take a moment to pause. Breathe. Observe your thoughts without judgment. The Buddha called this mindfulness. It's about being present right here, right now. When we cultivate mindfulness, we create a space between ourselves and the chaos. And in that space, we find peace. Mindfulness isn't just about meditation. It's about bringing awareness to every moment, whether you're eating, walking, or even washing dishes. When we're fully present, we stop ruminating about the past or worrying about the future. We simply are. And in that simplicity, there's profound peace, letting go of control. The second insight is this: let go of what you cannot control. The Buddha taught that attachment to outcomes is a major source of suffering. We often cling to things, people, possessions, even ideas, as if they define us. But the truth is, everything is impermanent. The more we cling, the more we suffer. Ask yourself, what am I holding on to too tightly? Is it a grudge? A fear? A need for perfection? The Buddha's path encourages us to let go. Not because we don't care, but because we understand that true peace comes from acceptance, not control. Letting go doesn't mean giving up. It means trusting the flow of life. When we release our grip, we open ourselves to new possibilities. And often, what we find is that the things we were clinging to weren't as essential as we thought. The role of compassion. The third insight is this: cultivate compassion for yourself and others. The Buddha believed that peace isn't a solitary pursuit. It's deeply connected to how we treat others. When we act with kindness and empathy, we create a ripple effect of peace that extends far beyond ourselves. Think about it: when we're kind to others, we feel lighter. When we forgive, we free ourselves from the weight of anger. Compassion isn't just a gift to others, it's a gift to ourselves. And in a chaotic world, it's a powerful way to create harmony. Compassion also means being kind to ourselves. We're often our own harshest critics. But the Buddha taught that self-compassion is the foundation of inner peace. When we treat ourselves with the same kindness we offer others, we create a safe space within. Living with intention. The fourth insight is this: live with intention. The Buddha taught that a life of purpose is a life of peace. When we align our actions with our values, we create a sense of meaning that transcends the chaos around us. Ask yourself, what truly matters to me? Am I living in alignment with my values? The Buddha's path isn't about perfection, it's about progress. Small, intentional steps can lead to profound changes in how we experience the world. Living with intention also means simplifying. In a world that glorifies busyness, the Buddha reminds us that less is often more. When we focus on what truly matters, we create space for peace to flourish. Finding joy in the present. The fifth and final insight is this: find joy in the present moment. The Buddha taught that peace isn't something we find in the future or the past. It's right here, right now. When we learn to appreciate the simple moments, a smile, a sunset, a breath, we discover that peace has been within us all along. Life will always have its challenges. But when we embrace the present moment, we realize that peace isn't the absence of chaos. It's the ability to remain calm in the midst of it. Practical steps to cultivate peace. Now that we've explored the Buddha's insights, let's talk about how to apply them in daily life. Here are 3 practical steps to cultivate peace. 1. Start your day mindfully. Begin with a few minutes of meditation or deep breathing. Set an intention for the day. 2. Practice gratitude at the end of each day. Write down 3 things you're grateful for. This shifts your focus from what's lacking to what's abundant. Simplify your life. Identify one thing you can let go of, whether it's a physical possession, a toxic relationship, or a negative thought pattern. The ripple effect of peace. Finally, remember that peace is contagious. When you cultivate it within yourself, you naturally spread it to others. The Buddha called this metta loving kindness. It's the idea that our inner peace can create a ripple effect, touching everyone we meet. The Buddha's teachings remind us that peace isn't a destination. It's a journey. It's about cultivating mindfulness, letting go, practicing compassion, living with intention, and finding joy in the present. In a chaotic world, these insights are more relevant than ever. So, take a deep breath, pause, and remember, peace is always within your reach. Thank you for watching. If this video resonated with you, please share it with someone who might need a little peace today. And don't forget to subscribe for more insights on living a mindful, meaningful life. Until next time, be well.